Yeah, I get it, Shittle. It's okay. Oh, Fat Larry. Bambalam. 2 in the morning and I've still got it. I don't know if you saw that then. Fat Larry's been inducted into a cult. Rand thinks you should give the cult a name. Well, it's nice to see we're kicking things off very sensibly. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Rimworld 7 Deadly Sins, where today you're joining a cult, whether you like it or not. I like the idea of a hell cult in our hell colony led by 7 Deadly Sins. I was really only going down this path for the benefit of getting General Joe some cool outfits. But I mean, hey, free cult. I have no idea what to call the cult, though, I will admit. For the time being, the 7+3 Deadly Sins. Just the words Fat Larry has founded a cult is so good. So we do have to do a little bit more research before we can really do anything with the cult, but if we come across it, honestly, why not? From what I remember, there are some pretty hefty bonuses that come with being in a cult. We could imbue Arcadius with giant tentacle arms. We could summon demons from the deep to defend our colony. We get government-mandated tax breaks. I mean, it's fantastic. And on the subject of that, Outlanders arrived to venerate the Dream of Envy, which kind of brings us on to our goal today as well. At the very end of yesterday's episode, we were given, or at least I noticed, that we have the quest to track down our next relic. And that is the Trophy of Wrath. At long last, General Joe's character arc to track down this relic. We don't have any of the subquests quite yet. We do, however, have a Divine Chief offering us to fight a group of demons, not that many demons either, in exchange for mechanoid components and Eisenhand's helmet? Whatever that is. A stainless steel statue of Sigma and a love enhancer. We already have the love enhancer on Arcadius, but another one couldn't hurt. It does also give us a silent neuroformer. Given that we are one day hopefully going to make legally our psychic man, jokes aside out of all of that, I think... Oh, but this one's also got the silent... Oh, they've all got the silent neuroformer, you idiot. One day I will learn to read. It's not going to be today. So the two largely recurring comments I saw in yesterday's episode were A, Heretic is apparently a thing in the 40k world, because of course it is. And B, more or less everybody and their mother saying, why not build RoboMummy's faction entirely out of the DIY people we saw yesterday? You might remember amid drowning in all of those organs that I'm fairly certain Fat Larry turned into walls, we saw a build to create human beings, and we need a whole bunch of materials for that. Human meat, human leather, legs, arms, spines, etc, etc. New lovers? Okay, we'll deal with that in a minute. Oh god, who is it now? I'm looking at this lineup and I'm thinking, shit, I'm not sure I want it to be anybody. To go back to creating a human, very skilled and talented commenter James Rogers on yesterday's episode suggested taking the parts off of all the Celestials and combining it into a new person. We make a person out of parts of all of the 7 deadly sins. The ultimate 8th sin. And then simply we take any demonic enchantments, magic, bionics, body parts, you name it, and we combine it into that 8th sin. Not sure I want to know what that'll look like. Given that one of them is a robot and one of them is a goblin, I think this is going to be a complete mess. So that's RoboMummy's long-term goal. To create the ultimate sin from the parts of everybody else. You sure know what part I'm taking from Arcadius. Alright, fine. It's his giant magic cock. Consider assigning them a double bed. Who is it? Rand and Fat Larry? Wowee. So Rand was one of the surviving people from the shuttle crash yesterday. One of the mechanists with the bionic brain pal and the healing enhancer. Wow. Good for you, Fat Larry. Is she any good? Rad resistant, composed, and athletic. She couldn't be any more the opposite. But I suppose opposites attract after all. Congrats, Larry. Where is Fat Larry? Oh, he's right there. And on the very, very plus side, save us building another bedroom, right? Now, the biggest casualty of all of those raids was the Garanlan tree, without which we're missing out on a massive amount of food and our only source of wood. Just get 2 seeds from one plant. I didn't even know that could happen. Ah, hello there. I was just wondering where you got to, little raid. I'll be honest. Oh. Something. Ruin has come to our family. I was about to say, I feel like I might have made a mistake with this embrasure. Given that the enemies can get to the embrasure far faster than we can get to the embrasure. God, I didn't waste hours building that. No, that's fine. Shittle, if you could bring the rocket launcher, please, sir, that would be perfect. Outstanding, thank you. Where are they going? They're going up. They're going a weird way. What the hell are they doing? They're going for Legalese research base? What? Why? Why, though? I mean, I'm not really concerned. That's probably the least relevant place in the whole base. What are you doing? Piss off. That's Legalese bedroom, you morons. Okay. Well, that's the first raid. We did take a little bit of friendly fire there. I think Shittle got grazed once or twice. We got hit by a great bow, and someone blew Legalese hat clean off. All of these raids seem to boil down to, can we kill the enemies faster than we can destroy our own base? The second we get a fabrication bench, I promise, we'll swap out the dongo pods. All right, little Rimrims, I've got a favor to ask. If anybody knows of a mod that makes them prefer the best art, that would be pretty good. I just watched Weasel come in here for recreation, look at this shit art for a few hours, barely get any recreation for it, and then go to sleep. But if you'd have looked at literally any other statue in the building, it would have gone up way, way faster. Oh! Oh, wait, Volcanic Winter plus Volcanic Heatwave is good, right? Oh my god, look at this again. So I think for the time being, I'm just gonna get rid of the Slaneshi sign, or rebuild it out of something else, I guess. Oh! That was a completely random raid. That wasn't the one that we took for the rewarded fighting quest. I was wondering where our reward would be. Okay, so we've got a much bigger raid coming in 0.3 days. Any second now. I also made sure everybody was decently equipped with guns because a couple of them didn't have any. Unfortunately, we don't have dongo pods for everybody, but it's fine. And they've also recovered from their breakdown too. Oh god. I guess this is it. Oh yeah, okay. Wow, that's quite a lot then, huh? 15 from that side and 7. I guess we'll just immediately come over here and wipe out these 7. That shouldn't take us 2 seconds. Fat Lara, have you got a gun? You do have a gun. RoboMummy should have as well. Let's unfavorite that maybe. I appreciate the want to drill. Granted, not as much as Arcadius appreciates it, but... Oh. Really? They're going up around the other way anyway. Alright. Well, never mind, I suppose. Are they also waiting a while before they attack? Oh, they'll prepare a while, then they'll attack. Well, shit, if we just go up there and... that means we can get behind the embrasures relatively safely. Oh, that's pretty damn good for us. Those ones are coming down through the kill box, though. Okay, I guess we'll kill these ones first. Constantly getting our people to run back and forth. Okay, well, yep, that'll probably do it, yeah. God, these dongo pods are great. Hey, there we go, pods arrived. Nice. Great news for Legal Lee, who can finally do something for the colony other than sitting at a workbench and researching all day. Although one of my goals for today is to actually get the multi-analyzer. 12 episodes in. Oh, they're here. What is that they're taking come behind? Uranium ore. I mean, as far as defenses go, that's a pretty tanky one. Their bows have a longer range than we can reach. Are you fucking kidding? How close are we, though? I think it's the angle more than anything else. We'll have to smooth this off later so that we don't get into this problem again. Let's move over here then, see if we can bait them out. That might just do it. I'm feeling confident enough to march our people out. Not that I'm really too worried about some random demon with a great bow, but... You don't really need to specify that those things were destroyed, to be honest. I just feel like the chance of us killing them is a lot higher than them killing us. Shittle. Shittle, get the rockets. What else can I do with Shittle to help him embrace his inner explosives expert? We could give him grenadier armor. That's actually a very good idea. Might be the easiest silent I've ever had in my entire life. Where did the pods go then? Legal Lids, good day to be you, my friend. Who do we want to give this kind of horrifying mask to? Weasel? I think that suits Weasel quite well. And then Legal Lee can use the Neuroformer to form a Psylink. Nice. There we are. What did you get from that? Stun. Stun's okay. I was going to say we should really make the armor for Weasel as well. But to be honest, the horrifying fascist-looking gas mask in combination with the maid uniform, I think I kind of like it. Yeah, that's the one. Honestly, that looks incredible. And given that he's got to go and live with RoboMummy's community, right, with the horrible mutilators, that suits him perfectly. I couldn't be any happier with that. So I'm building a recreation room over in this building here. And then as soon as that's decently set up, to be honest, I think it's better than the one we've got here now. I'm going to knock all of this through and we'll turn this into one big workroom. Because when we get fabrication, not to mention the tons of other workbenches, we're not going to have room for any of it in this tiny little place. And I guess at this point we could remove the research bench and the ENIAC as well. Get Legal Lee permanently moved into his lovely beachfront property. Granted, it's now got a hole in the wall because of demons. It's a common problem with beachfront properties, don't worry. Solar flare and a blight. On the one map where we can't grow food. In the one freaking mod pack where I bother throwing in seeds, please. Again? God, it's so consistent. Oh, the avatar's right there, though. Hello? Burn. Oh, is this one of the old ones that's come back? Oh, no, wait. It's just taking burn damage because it's so warm outside. I don't think I've ever seen that before. What the hell? Well, let's do the humane thing. Good work. Oh, there's another one up there. Who's close? Fat Larry. Get to work. I'm going to change the minimap to show animals as well, because I think it's fairly relevant given that we're in this biome to know of any animal spawn whatsoever. I think I might die of heat stroke before we get there at this rate. There you go. Another Totem of the Hunter there. I mean, look, I was going to just save it for General Joe for the whole Wrath thing, and then Romulus and Remus for our werewolf brothers. At this point, I feel like everybody might benefit from it. This really doesn't feel like how you're supposed to hunt these animals. We just stand here and... Oh, they did actually turn into the totems too. These blood moons could end up being incredible for us. All we've got to do is find a reliable way to take out the werewolves, and then the animals that give us the bonuses are just going to die of their own accord. Here they are. Hello, werewolves. That's actually more than fine. Rockety Shittle is first on the scene. Werewolves in awe. Look, I don't know what it is about Shittle in particular, but every time he comes back to a series, it's golden. Ah, there we go. Okay, the strength ones are absolutely the best ones for us. What is that? Make the hunter's spear. Oh. You need to use the totems to craft the spear. To be honest, I feel like the 10% bonus to manipulation is way better than the spear could ever be, right? Spined Gal you wish me to hunt, huh? Who's closest? Oh, no. It took a hit from Shittle's RPG and walked it off. Wow. That's what hunting's all about right there. Oh, you idiot. You maimed the wrong creature. Shittle, you're going to be in a lot of trouble. Oh, he's killing all the wrong creatures. Shittle. Oh! That was primal terror. I'll be honest with you. That really did catch me out. I think it's probably safe to say do not run and gun at this point, Shittle. Really run. Like, really. Oh, fuck. Well, that's a bit of a problem. We've got another avatar in, but the avatar is... That's a big fucking deer, huh? That's way bigger than the usual one, right? Oh, they pulled his leg off. Oh, and they ripped his eye out. Oh, poor Shittle. Oh, God, this is gonna be close. You idiots, please be careful. Yeah, let's back off. I feel like already at this point, this is too dangerous to stick to the kill box. Shittle's gonna be fine. So we haven't really got to worry about rushing up there to patch him up. Just keep running and gunning. Never stop. Fucking werewolves. Of all the things. We've got another speed totem there. That was the... Was that the totem of strength that we had earlier? No, it's a different one entirely. The avatar of her scene is once again down from the heat. Now, did my eyes deceive me, or was that pop-up there the secret compound for... There we go. The Trophy of Wrath. And now that we've started getting little bases for everybody too, putting the relics in, we could either put an expansion on this and build a proper dedicated cathedral to the seven sins undivided or something like that, or we put reliquaries in each of the 7 buildings and put their relic in that instead. So General Joe has, I give him the skull for him because it seems a bit more appropriate for Wrath, but he has the old animal barn here that we had the caterpillars in, rest in peace. Arcadius could put his reliquary right at the tip of his base, that is. Legally, I feel, would just want it as a collectible or to study it or something like that. And there we go. Oh, shit, it ended just as a new raid spawned in. That's alright, though. I mean, look, the stat bonuses are so fucking good. I would keep fighting them. Oh, it's so dark now. Where are they going? Hey, bad dog, where the hell are you going? Overworld coolers? Can't smash that. Where else am I going to keep all my werewolf pelts? Oh, Legal Lee. Oh, I think Legal Lee's about to be ripped apart by wolves. Oh, you idiot. Well, at least they didn't stand around his body. And the final one. This is proving to be quite the difficult hunt. Did Legal Lee just get back up and immediately shoot it? Weasel. You're gonna kill Remus with a fucking drill? Come on. That's enough of that. I'm pretty sure that we can just immediately release him now, right? What the fuck are you releasing Weasel? We felt the need to carry him an extra 5 foot to really send that message home. Well, I'm not entirely sure what we got in total out of that. We got a few wibbles to finish off, but we'll wait until it's daytime and see if we can go around and collect all the totems and whatnot. See, there's another one there. What is that? Shuttles thanks you for letting him and the other Outlanders venerate the Dream of Envy. They've sent us a titanium terror sculpture. I think we'll take that apart for the raw titanium, but thank you. We also got oh my god, we got cotton. Okay, so the loss of the caterpillars isn't really a big deal. Granted, we were going to be able to survive on wolf pelts for a while. That's actually incredible, though, because with that, we can kickstart the... Please tell me we can extract seeds. We can. There you go. And with that, we can kickstart our entire cotton trade. I think we'll probably have to build a few more hydroponics, but that's exactly why I built this room so massive, so that we'd have room to... expand as we got more things, right? Oh, why did I not think of that before? What if we upgrade, say, General Joe with Dryad limbs and Arcadius with Demonette Slaneshi limbs? Then we use those limbs to build the extra person out of the parts of other people. We do need a heart, so one of them will have to die. So maybe RoboMummy could take out her own heart to give to the creature and then resurrect. But if we're getting rid of their limbs anyway to replace them with more thematic limbs, that makes perfect sense. I do also like industrial melee, but I do like transparent roofs. Oh, God. All right, give me the legs. And now Legally has his private luxury lab. And then when he's bored of doing that, he can just go and be big brain by his private animatory as well. I feel like I should really say, Legal Lee, let's give you meditate. So this one is meditate for anima grass, and we'll go ahead and put that as highest priority as well. That way, anytime there isn't any research lined up, he will, say during a solar flare or something like that, he'll immediately go to the animatory and start trying to grow the grass. Also count as recreation too. Oh no. I was about to say, how on earth have we got no storage space for the werewolves, but Fat Larry isn't actually bothering to butcher them. Just a lovely day here in... Fat Larry, I've got some bad news for you, friend. I wasn't expecting it to land that close, I'll be honest. Yes, we have another meteor storm. Fucking hell, that absolutely devastated the building. Holy shit, look at the mess it's made. It destroyed all the pipes, I assume. Oh, you fucker. I ran the pipes under the fence because I thought it'd be nice and clean. It's had the opposite effect. Fat Larry, you need to haul ass. For the first time in your life, maybe ever. He's dead. I think where it hit the hoopstone, the shockwave was deflected around Larry. Did you fucking see that? Get behind that wall, fast. Okay, he should be safe now. Wow, that has really done a number on the base. Holy shit. It wiped everything out. That destroyed everything I've been working on the past. Well, obviously not everything, but... Jesus. Well, the meteor maneuver cost us quite a few werewolf bodies. We've still got one rotten in there, but... I'll be honest, I don't think we're going to starve anytime soon. Fat Larry is having the fucking time of his life right now. Up to his eyeballs in delicious, delicious meat. What happened? That was instantaneous. The man broke down and then suddenly he was on the floor. Power weapon blunt. Somebody just shattered his ribcage. Remus just punched him in the ribs so much it knocked him over. I think I'm going to have to build Arcadius one of those arms as well, because it would be incredibly useful given that he's our crafter. And a man like Arcadius could really use a third arm. And at this point, I feel as if Weasel and Rand have earned their proper colony names. So from my Grand Rimworld names list, we now have Gibbering Mound instead of Weasel, a name that I couldn't think of being more appropriate for a man we found stacked up with a load of bodies. And Rand is now known as Nugget, and I definitely didn't choose that name from the list because she's missing a bunch of limbs. Ah! Hey, there you go. Look at that. A Masterwork Imperial Servo Arm for Arcadius. Oh, we can wear that and the tool belt. Oh, wow. Okay, that's quite impressive. Let's drop that on the floor and let's get that painted purple. Ah, it doesn't keep the paint job. That's a shame. I was hoping Arcades would be able to have a big purple limb. And then along with giving him a servo arm, I've upgraded the workroom a little bit here, kind of spacing things out and knocking things through. We've also got an upgraded alloy smelter as well. There is a tier above that, but it does say that it'll use up a shitload of power, the advanced alloy smelter. I suppose we could just build it and see if it works. How did I not notice that Legal Lee is missing both his right and left leg? And General Joe is also suffering from a heat stroke? It's December. The bloody Inferno is here. Right, let's go ahead and reinstall your tent inside then. I think that's probably it. Right. Let's get somebody to install his tent inside then. Somebody sent me a message not too long ago, very passionately explaining, and by passionately, I mean in block caps, that one character can connect to 2 Granland trees simultaneously. I'll be honest, I never tried it before because the amount of hours you would need to maintain 2 trees would be ludicrous. But we have had a mod since the start that reduced the amount of hours you need to actually maintain the Granland tree. So I think let's go and connect General Joe to this one. It's 80% expected quality. General Joe described how cute dryads are. Oh, that's so good. And I assume the subsequent connection is lower quality? Well, it's the same. Oh, weird. I suppose the question is 25% connection across 2 trees the same as 50% connection on 1 tree? Because if that's the case, say for combat purposes, we could say have 1 tree producing Bart skin, another with Chloras. Nice. And it's going to make this grove look incredible. It's going to give a gigantic beauty bonus 8. Yeah, that's insane. Now this one, for the time being, I want to say berry maker. I mean, we could go like gal makers too. How long would it take him to maintain 2 trees at maximum? Like 5 and a bit hours per day. That's really not too bad. The problem is, though, I need to give him enough time to be able to maintain all the hydroponics. We could start training someone else upon that, too. Mound is pretty good. Mound isn't doing anything besides art. So I guess we'll have you on growing as well, then. So let's flip this one over to berries. And have this one permanently at the maximum. And then this one we'll also put to the maximum. And then we'll choose Woodmaker for you. We could always go Galmaker. And if we manage to get like a Circadian half cycle or something like that, we could have General Joe just pruning trees all day, every day. And despite the fact that I built another cooler there on the freezer, it's still nowhere near enough. 92 degrees outside right now. Everybody has various stages of heat stroke right now because, quite honestly, we just can't keep up with it. This is the downside to keeping everybody across separate buildings like this. I have to be very, very careful. I should probably do a head count before I get Arcades to swallow up that totem, right? So we got 4 totems of strength. We got 3 of guile and speed. Excuse me. I would like to see my totems, please. 4 of sight. But where are the speed ones? We got one here. Ah, yeah, there we go. And 2 of speed. I'm going to upgrade Arcadius because he's the one actually making everything, right? Here we go. That's such a good bonus across the board. And look, it's only 10%. It's not massively overpowered at all. But that's a really cool way to do a little raid bonus. I've never seen anything like that before. There has to be a better way to do power than this. There has to be. Bioreactor. We put some people in a reactor. We get some gals. We did get a gal that's self-tamed. There has to be a way to keep the lights on. This isn't enough. I'm going to build a big old wind turbine array, I think, because we need... The solar panels are just kind of shitty because it's so dark here. The 8th of December, we are just about halfway through the Inferno. And I'll be honest, I really haven't done much for this Inferno. Obviously, last time we were all horribly crowded around the life-giving pond. But I was having a look through our people, and their comfortable temperature ranges are pretty generous this time. 76 for RoboMummy, 82 for Arcadius. Fat Larry has a lower temperature range of only 47, but it's spent a lot of time in and out of a freezer. Granted, it's not frozen, but it's cold. Or cold, I suppose, relative to 101 degrees outside. Legal Lee is 63, General Joe 52, but again, his tent is in a relatively cold room. The only person with pretty poor temperature defense is Nugget, but Nugget, if you remember, fell to the map during the first Inferno, right? At least I think it was. Either way, it was very, very hot for some reason. She doesn't get affected by it, and I don't know why. She's technically not human. She's human in brackets Mechanicus, which is a different race entirely. If I had to guess, it's a bug or a side effect of the healing enhancer? Yeah, no, I have no idea. Just in case, though, I have restricted them all to this safety area, which is more or less close to somewhere they can dive into if it does get a bit too warm. Now, I do still want to try and get multi-analyzers of fabrication done today as soon as possible. werewolves and Inferno aside, we have been slightly distracted by everything. I'm going to run a big old power cable now between the main grid, given that we're 14,000 watts in excess thanks to the new wind turbines, over to Legal Lee's little beachfront house. That way we turn this thing on, and I have turned it on, and I now regret that because it's draining power super, super fast. We turn this thing on, and then we just let Legal Lee sit there and research all the time. But to be honest, right now, there is absolutely nothing to do. This probably won't please Fat Larry. I'm going to build another high-tech research bench. We're going to throw down another silk armchair, and I'm going to put Shittle back on research because we are just stuck at this point, basically waiting for research to take over. There we go. Look at that. I'm sorry to ruin your beachfront property with the addition of Shittle, but there is so much to do. There is so much to do and not enough time to do it. Even with 4 coolers going at once, it's still 58 degrees C in there. I'm probably not going to bother building anymore because the second this Inferno is over, they're all going to go to waste. Really? Shittle was in there for 5 minutes. I was going after General Joe, the old rivalry. It still cuts deep. I love you, Blood Moon. I really do. But I can't be asked to fight werewolves every 5 minutes. I think the default Blood Moon raids are a little bit too frequent. I've changed it over to... I've changed it over to once every 2 seasons now instead of every, like, 10 days or whatever it was before. Oh, right in the spine. I'm so sorry. Yeah, that'll do it. Yeah, nothing says guile like getting grenade launched twice. I don't know if it takes a wizard to make gems to make people wizards. Otherwise, that's a bit of a problem. But if you don't need a wizard to make wizards, we can make wizards with people who aren't wizards. And that means Fat Larry, a man who is certainly not a wizard, culinary sense, yes, but not literally. We can make Fat Larry a full-on wizard. And I think that's a great idea. And General Joe is out here repeatedly wasting our resources just over and over and over. This is where I check him and he's missing an arm or something like that. Yep. Yeah, he actually is. Fuck. Compared to every other series, this time around I'm struggling to keep up with what limbs people do and don't have. Because they regrow, it's become harder to know what exactly is going on with everyone. If they would just had their arm blown off and they stayed blown off, that'd be fine, because then I know, okay, we just got to get some prosthetics set up. You've got to get this one, eventually we'll upgrade it. Come on, Magic Fat Larry. Sorry? Sorry? What the fuck did I just research then? Magic? Enchanting. Unlocks gem crafting table. Hold on a second. It turns out I'm an idiot. I love Arcadius having a go at General Jokes. He keeps botching the coolers. That's so good. There we go. Imbues the user with an arcane spirit, granting them a magically gifted trait. And what is this one? I've never seen this before. Mysterious shard is capable of extracting a martial or arcane talent of a pawn and converting it into essence. The shard is destroyed after use. This item completely removes a pawn's class and any associated abilities. So if Fat Larry becomes something really boring, we can pull the plug and go for it again. Wow. Oh no. I have some bad news. We need 6 crafting and 12 intellectual to do that. It would be easier to take Shittle and train him to become a crafter than it is to take Arcadius and... Okay, well, he can't do intellectual anyway. Well, when the Inferno's over and it's no longer 116 degrees outside, we could just get General Joe to plant those seeds that we found, and then, or actually turn the cotton into seeds, or... Oh, no, we do still have some. And then put Shittle on hat-making duty, for example. He is gonna hate it because he's slothful. We also don't have a choice. Nugget has broken down because of the heat, which I think is reasonable, given that even with rooms rammed full of coolers, say, for example, the research lab, we're still up to 84 degrees C, 130 outside. They're almost through, though. It's one more day, and then we're back to normal. Normal being relative. General Joe? He smashed up his tent, you idiot. I was about to say, can we applaud the bravery of these people working out here in maid outfits and whatever the fuck Romulus is wearing right now in 130 degree weather. Just slaving away in the quarry wearing very inappropriate clothes. And right at the finish line, General Joe fucks it up. I don't think we can build him another tent. Have we got enough resources? Oh yeah, no, we're good. Wow, those caterpillars really put the work in, didn't they? Such a shame someone blew them up with grenades. Don't you die me now, legally. There are seconds left. Don't you die on me now, Remus. There are seconds left. Please, someone rescue Remus. Don't you die on me now, General Joe. There are seconds left. These are some quite long seconds. Don't you die on me now, Shittle. Someone just caught fire. To be honest, I'm not even sure that's a storyteller at this point. And any second now, I think we should be free. Is Shittle okay? No, Shittle is very much not okay. Oh, God. Ah! There it is. Back to a nice, cool 27C. And I just get this very strange feeling that that will be the final Inferno or Ice Age or anything we ever have to deal with. I just get this very strange impression that something has changed about the planet to make it not happen again. Well, I will be the first person to admit this. Fucking nothing happened today. And I think the werewolves and the werewolves and the werewolves and then the planet catching fire is partly to blame for that. But now that the planet will never catch fire again and the werewolves have been somewhat tweaked, I think we don't have to worry about it. But we got some pretty good research done. We did get a fair amount of building done too. The real reward was from the werewolves themselves. Everybody has had some significant upgrades here to I guess gaining werewolfy aspects. Well, it's not really werewolfy aspects, it's just blessings from a god of hunt. In fact, the only person who doesn't have any blessings is Romulus, right? Everybody's got quite a few here, even if they are... Oh, Mound and Nugget, but I don't really count those as people. Tomorrow, though, mark my words, Fat Larry is going to be a wizard. Shittle is going to try and get over his slothfulness a little bit by hopefully becoming the crafter that we need. And General Joe gets to go on his own little adventure to try and find the Trophy of Wrath, bringing us another 7th of the way closer to victory. Hopefully I should have a bit more time tomorrow to actually work on things, given that today was a bit of a hurry, given that yesterday I think I almost died. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for your patience, as per usual, while I still resolve internet issues and physical issues. Although I'm not really sure I could do the second one. Thank you to, of course, the patrons, as always, for making the many channels of mine possible in the first place. If it is of any interest to you, I have a second channel where we do long-form gameplays, RPGs, playing Dark Souls 3 with fists. I say fists, punching weapons only. So that's a real laugh. We're about to fight Yorm the Giant. If that at all interests you, go and take a look over there. Thank you to the Longhoff, Justin Rules, Angry Welder, Kevin, Emily, Spongy Bomb Monster, Caden Carter, Cuddles, Cobalt, Kitsune, Sideshow C, Dranmere, Evie Moon, Alchemia, Alex, Gordy Number 1, Voodoo, Mumbo, Jobo Daddy, Mega, Oscar Pone, and Slippy Nips for their support. The executive producer is over at Patreon. Thank you guys all for your support over there. And again, thank you for your patience over the past few days. And hopefully the internet issues will be dealt with sometime. I'll have to bring them up again tomorrow and start speaking a bit more loudly. Thank you as well to Jexel, Foxy Cogs, Eben Dragon 323, Astros Fan 12345, Maximus Basilius, Irish Batman, Edzuki, Shittle Dirt, Grumpy Furball, Icy the Great, Pikiyune, Garnuba, Sync 9, Pumbly, Zega the Chaos King, Papa Snow, Akka, and